It was 2 a.m. when I saw it through the window. 2 trucks, no license plates, no markings, nothing. Just soldiers lining up in silence, one after another, stepping into the dark. No one said a word. All I could hear was the sound of boots hitting frozen ground. Steady and hollow, like a metronome counting down to something I didn't understand yet. Then the trucks pulled away, and I never saw my cousin again. My name is Kong Mino. In 2004, I was a 22-year-old signals operator, assigned to the 238th Regiment under the 6th Northern Inland Corps. I was nobody special, just a young guy doing his time, counting the days until discharge. I thought the hardest part of military service was the boredom. I was wrong. My cousin Lee Junhyuk had been assigned to the same regiment. 6 months after me, he was a vehicle mechanic. Good with his hands, quiet by nature, the kind of person who never made enemies. We grew up together under the same grandmother's roof. Having him nearby made the whole thing easier to bear. Then October came, and something shifted. I can't explain it precisely. The base just felt different. Officers were talking less. Papers were being shuffled late at night in the administration building. One evening, Junhyuk came to find me and lowered his voice. Some guys from our company got pulled aside today. Nobody knows why. But here's the thing, they're all guys with no family, no siblings, no relatives nearby. I brushed it off. Rumors spread fast in the military. I told him it was probably a special training rotation, maybe a support assignment for a higher unit. Nothing to worry about. Don't stress about it. It's probably nothing. That was the last piece of advice I ever gave him. 2 weeks later, a memo went around the regiment. It was labeled a voluntary personnel survey. But nobody believed the word voluntary. Officers conducted one-on-one interviews, and they came with service records in hand. Later, I found out what they were checking. Family structure, number of siblings, whether parents were alive, whether any relatives lived nearby. Why would a routine assignment need that information? Junhyuk came to me after his interview. I think my name's on the list, Hung. What list? The special assignment list. The officer marked something on my file. He asked how many family members I had. It'll be fine. Stop worrying. I said it again, like a reflex, like it cost me nothing. 4 days later, I woke up to the sound of engines. I checked the time. 2:09 a.m. No training had been announced. No movement orders had come through the signals room. I walked to the window. The courtyard was dim. A single light post threw a pale circle onto the ground. Inside that circle, figures were forming a line. Full uniforms, a few carrying packs, moving in complete silence. 2 trucks sat idling in the dark. No license plates, no unit markings, nothing on the sides, nothing on the back. I pressed my face against the glass, trying to find Junhyuk's face among the silhouettes. I couldn't. The distance was too far, the light too weak. I just watched as figure after figure climbed into the truck bed and disappeared from view. The first truck left. The engine faded into the tree line. The second followed. The courtyard went empty again, as if nothing had happened. 41 soldiers were gone. The next morning, I went to the vehicle maintenance unit. Where is Private First Class Lee Junhyuk? He's been transferred for a special assignment. Where? That information is restricted. When is he coming back? That does not apply. The officer never looked up from his desk. I went back to the signals room and pulled the overnight transmission log. At 1:47 a.m., there had been a short, encrypted exchange with a higher command frequency. The summary field had been filled in with 3 words. Transfer complete. That was the last official record of my cousin's existence. Within weeks, his name was gone from the regiment's personnel roster. My aunt called the administration office dozens of times. Every time, she received the same answer. That soldier has no record on file. After my discharge in 2005, I started looking. I tracked down former service members from the same period. Through alumni networks, online forums, personal connections. What I found was that the 238th Regiment wasn't alone. The pattern repeated across multiple units, in different regions. Around the same years, late-night transfers, unmarked vehicles, soldiers with minimal family ties, names removed from records, no notification to next of kin. I met a man, I'll call him Park, who served in a medical unit at the 203rd Regiment. He told me that months after a similar transfer from his base, a civilian clinic worker mentioned something quietly. Patients had come in who refused to give names or unit information. All of them showed signs of prolonged wear from protective equipment. Marks on the shoulders and neck, the kind left by full body gear worn daily over an extended period. They were gone by the next morning. Another source, someone who claimed to have been stationed near one of these underground facilities, described it in fragments. Subterranean work areas, total isolation from the outside, warning signs posted throughout, personnel records kept in a completely separate system from the standard military registry. The workers didn't look tired, he told me. They looked sick. One had a persistent cough that never went away. Another's hands wouldn't stop shaking. They went into the restricted area every single day. I submitted formal inquiries to multiple agencies. The responses I received all said the same thing. No record of that soldier exists. A man who served, breathed, fixed engines, waved at me through a signals room window. Officially, he never existed. My aunt still sets a place for him at the table during family gatherings. She doesn't talk about it. She just puts the bowl down and sits quietly. I think about that courtyard every time I see her do it. The frozen ground, the silence, 41 silhouettes climbing into the dark, and my own voice, calm and useless. Don't stress about it. It's probably nothing. They have not come back. In the next chapter, I'll share the testimony of someone who claims to have seen the inside of one of these facilities firsthand. What he witnessed, how he got out, and what he says connects directly to the night those trucks left our regiment. If you want to hear that story, follow this channel and turn on notifications. They have not come back, but I'm still looking. This story is a work of fiction inspired by testimonial accounts. It does not assert specific facts about any real nation, institution, or facility.